Good morning, babies. Happy Monday and happy December. This is the first episode coming out in December. And also, if you're watching the YouTube video, yay! The room is ready. Like, this was like a spur of the moment thing too. Yesterday I woke up and I was like, wait a minute. Move the desk there and make this whole section the vibe section. And I'm just like so happy that the way that it turned out. And if you guys know, I used to hate this sign. I'm still trying to get used to it because it does mess with like the lighting in my camera journey. But it's up, like it's up, and she's there. Probably late to motherfucking something. Yes, we love it. I'm also in my Christmas PJs. I wanted to be festive. Like if we're gonna do this, like let's do it right. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's just really, really, really do it right. But I hope you guys are having a good Monday, or you're going to have a good Monday. You're going to have a good week. We're going to get this energy flowing. We're going to take a few deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. Do some wiggling. Move those shoulders in through the nose and out through the mouth. We're connecting with Mother Nature, with God, the universe, our angels, our spirit guides. In through the nose and out through the mouth. We stay rooted, yet we flow. We are far more powerful than we could even ever comprehend. We're very, very loved. You're very loved. I love you. I'm sending you so many hugs. Thank you so much for being here. We have another beautiful Monday motivation mirror talk episode. I know y'all are like, mirror talk is the way that it should be. So I'm listening. I'm hearing you. Okay. So I want to first start off by some affirmations. Again, I use Moon Omens. Their website will be in my bio. They're really, really cute. You can subscribe and you get like a whole bunch of these every day. It keeps you up to date with what like Earth the month is in and all that. Like I know I pay attention to my astrology signs, but I'm not an astrology girly to that extent. I will never claim to be. But okay, let's get into it. I'm thankful for the leaps of faith that I've taken, which have led me to exactly where I am now. I am so eternally grateful for everything that I've had the opportunity to experience so far. The places, the faces, and the feelings. I'm grateful for it all. My heart is full. I'm gratefully passing through situations that I used to get stuck on. That is such a big thing for me. Like being able to look at something logically. Sometimes I love that word. Sometimes I fucking hate that word. I'm like, don't tell me to be logical. Like right now I'm completely acting in my emotions. 100%. Like I want to feel. But I think that's really, really great. Like just going into the week, learning to just like accept certain things and flow. Flow when you can. And when it's best for you and the people around you. And then there's obviously those times where you have the ability to stick up for yourself and say like, no, I don't like the situation and so forth. But gracefully passing through situations that I used to get stuck on. Another one. I have made it here to this final month of 2023 a better person. Everything I've gone through has prepared me for what's now in front of me. Blessings and breakthroughs are on the way, and I feel them close by. Yay! We feel them close by. I cannot believe it's almost 2024. Like, my 20s are blowing by. Like, I'm going to be 24 like this year technically. Like that's really crazy for me to like think. And I mean, I'm happy with where I am. One of the essays I'm about to read is like just beautiful fucking mess. That's what life is, a beautiful mess. And I'm just so happy we found each other because it's important to feel like heard and seen. And like, I don't know. I hope I make you guys feel seen. Hope I make you guys feel heard. Again, like always put in your story times and whatnot. I know I've been slacking on the chitter chats, but that's mainly because I was like, do I want to always be drinking wine? Like, I'm like, I'm just going to like coast over that. Like I'm rebranding maybe. I like the vibe, but I'm like, is it healthy for me to like just do that? Like, who knows? Well, I'll keep you guys updated. Okay. The next one. I surrender and believe in the power and guidance of my heart. It knows the way and it knows what my mind can't explain. Leaving your heart open in a world that can so easily like crush you is probably the most powerful thing ever. People that are so in tune with their feelings, like I'm a person, I cry like multiple times a day. Like I cry when the other day I accidentally blew an ant into the hot tub, and I freaked out, and I was like swimming around trying to find him. I like really, really like was upset about it. And I think like, although people are like, that's really stupid, like you cry too much or whatever, I think people that are in tune with their emotions and feel the things that they don't even want to feel, I think that those are the strongest people, because it's very easy to ignore your emotions and pretend that you're cold-hearted or can't feel anything. It's easy to do that because it's a lie. It's way harder to like dig deep and accept all those feelings and emotions that are within you. So if you're a soul that can do that, and you're a soul that like truly goes out into the world and empathizes with people and like leaves the world a better place than when you found it, I pride you for it. I love you for it. I appreciate you for it. You're awesome. Keep doing whatever the fuck you're doing. We love to see it. Okay. Did I read this one? Yes, I read this one already. An abundance of positive things are currently in my life, and I have so much to be thankful for. I am where I am because of the faith that my past self held for the future. The same faith continues to shape my life and guide my every step. I'm sometimes reading these for the first time with you, so I really, really like that. I am where I am because of the faith that my past self held for the future. Have you ever heard people saying like, I'm going to do whatever the hell I want because my future self has my back? Like, I think about that all the time. I'm like, it's okay to rack up credit card debt because future Malia got that. Future Malia is working her ass off so that I, baby Malia, can just like be my baby self. Like, she's got that on lock. So I like that in this one, it's like my past self had faith in me now. My past self had faith and right now. I don't know. I think it's like, it's always good to have it's always good to see it from a different perspective. You know what I mean? Okay. Something else I wanted to do is pull a card. Yeah. Pull a card. This is the card deck that I have. It's by Kim Cranks, I believe. So I'm going to pull a card for us. I already shuffled. I'm going to pull a card because I think it's kind of like fun to do that. I got like my little Bible books. I got my little card shuffling thing going on. What card does the universe and our angels want us to see today? What card are we trying to pull? Okay, so I didn't get one. Maybe they don't want to speak today. Maybe the angels aren't speaking today. Ooh. Okay, so we got two cards. We got the Ace of Cups, and I believe this is the Six of Wands or Swords. I'm going to read them both because it's so fun. So the Ace of Cups. It's really pretty too. I like this deck called to me so much. So this is the Ace of Cups. That is so beautiful. It says, love's beginning. Woo! Someone's getting a love. It says, Ace marks the beginning of exciting new phases. Since the suit of cups deals specifically with love and emotion, you're in for a real treat. Expect to enter a blissful time of health, joy, and friendship. A new love could be on the horizon. You may feel that you're making a whole new start. Just go with it and allow this feeling to revitalize your spirit. Yay! I love that. Okay. Perfect. Now we're going to this one. I believe it was the Six. Yeah, I was right. Look at me go. Okay, so this is what the Six of Swords looks like. And I've pulled this card a lot for myself in dealing with like where I'm supposed to be in my future, because this has a lot to do with like travel. But I'll read it to you. Six of Swords, hope at last, travel. The Six of Swords is a card indicating a recovery from difficult times. Hope is on the horizon. Things will get better. It's important to rest, revitalize, and surround yourself with joyful friends. Plan a trip, short or long, even getting out of town for the weekend will further lift your spirits. This is actually really funny because me and Miles are going to Tampa. We're going to Tampa this weekend. That's like kind of funny that it says like even for the little tiny trip for the weekend. I don't know. I like this type of stuff. I don't know. I like to have like hope, I'm a hopeful person, and I like to do the little fun, silly things, even if people are like, cards aren't real, la, 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 la. Whatever, they're real to my heart right now. Okay. Now we're going back to 101 essays. You guys know the damn drill. You know the damn drill. I went back to like the things I highlighted the first time I ever opened this book, because now I'm just like at the end where I'm like chopping through things. But like this is like one of the first things I ever highlighted in this book. It's on page 14. It's expectations you must let go of in your 20s. And it's really weird because this morning when I was downstairs making coffee, I thought about this exact quote from the book. And I was like, I wonder if I could find that quote again. Boom, found it. Like I wasn't even searching for it, but it was there. It's saying things that you must let go of in your 20s. Number one, you're meant to be extraordinary. Don't take that the wrong way. We're all beautiful. So I'm going to read it to you, and you got to get to the part, right? It's basically saying extraordinary people are just that. They're rare. Recognizing that it doesn't mean that you're giving up on your potential. It means you're dissolving the illusions you have about what it means to be your whole self and live your best life. We tote the 1 in a billion success story as though it's the natural end goal of working hard and actualizing yourself. It's not. The real question, this is the one that I love. What work are you willing to do if nobody claps? What will be worthwhile if it goes unacknowledged? How will you feel loved by a few people if you aren't recognized by many? Finding the exceptional in the ordinary is the real extraordinary. I love that. I love it. I love it. I love it. What work are you willing to do if nobody claps? Oh, I eat that up, because it's like so often we're just looking for, acknowledgement in people and in many people. And like we're looking for claps and we want to just be this extraordinary big da-da-da. What are you going to do? What are you willing to do if no one claps? Still be a cute little bean, but like really ask yourself that and like really, really dig into that. Like, what are you willing to do even if no one fucking claps? I love that. Because if no one claps for me, I'm going to be sitting in this podcast corner in my little room and I'm going to be filming these for 0 people to watch every fucking week because I love doing this. This is my favorite thing. I am so happy. I'm so damn happy. Okay, this is another one, kind of sad. So not sad, but it's going to make you really think, right? You're at the beginning of your life, okay? Some of you reading this will not make it through your 20s. Others won't make it past midlife or even past this year. Keep a skull on your desk if you must. Nobody assumes they'll die young, but that doesn't mean that they don't. So every day when you wake up, I know that you can be swallowed whole by all the things that you don't want to do and all the responsibilities that you don't want to do and all the bills that you don't want to pay. But some of us won't make it through our 20s. Some of us won't make it to midlife. Remember that you never know when you're going to die. And although that can sound scary, find the peace in that. Live every day like it's your last, right? At the end of every phone call, tell your mom, tell your dad, tell your best friend, tell your grandparents, tell them that you love them, right? If you live life not necessarily knowing that tomorrow's guaranteed, you find so much more beauty in the tiny things. What's that little song that's going on? I think I like this little life. That's on TikTok. Yeah, I just really love that one. Okay, I think, is this one that I'm trying to read to? I think that was it. There might be one more in this section. I'm going to read this part in a different episode. That's going to be on Wednesday's episode. Wednesday's episode's freaking lit. Just like be ready. Like y'all ain't even ready. Okay, I really like this one too because it kind of goes into the same thing that we were just talking about. Live every day. Like you don't know if it could be your last. Really, really wake up and just feel and like be happy, be blessed, be grateful, even through the pain. Be grateful. Be grateful for every tear that you've ever shed because it allows you to smile and appreciate that smile. So this is from A Gentle Reminder. This is page 66. When you feel like giving up, Remember that your left lung is smaller than your right lung, simply to make room for the heart that you hold within your chest. At your most primal level, your heart was favored. It took precedence. It will never be incapable of growing. It will never cease to hold the whole damn world within it, so do not try to stop it. Remember that you use 2 million cells to take one step forward. Do not vilify yourself for the journey you have walked thus far, for it has taken effort, and every single aspect of your body has conspired to help you get where you are. Be nice to your body. Your body's just there, like heart beating, lungs filling with air, every cell. Don't beat your body up. Love your body. Your body's beautiful. Your body's there to keep you alive. It's like, imagine looking at your dog that's just being like a cute little dog and being like, you're stupid. Why do you look like that? Imagine doing that. You would never do that. You'd be like, I love my dog. Why don't we treat ourselves like we treat our dogs? Like, that's actually crazy. We treat our dogs and animals better. I think I read that in one book. It was like the fact that if you sent 300 people home from the vet and said, you need to give your dog these pills twice a day, everyone's going to do it. But if you were told by the doctor that you need to take 2 pills a day, you're not going to do it. We need to love ourselves like we love our dogs. Okay, another one, continuing. Remember that you shed your tired skin every 27 days. You are not made to hold on to the past within you. You are not made to hold your past within you. You are not made to carry all of that on your back. You physically let go of every bad thing that has ever touched you. You let go of every regret, every insecurity. You are always gifted a clean slate. Remember that your tongue is the strongest muscle in your body. You were made to speak, so speak loudly and honestly about how you feel. Speak about what hurts you, about what has broken you. Speak about your story and share it with the world. Remember that the carbon in your body is the same carbon that courses through this earth that makes up mountains. Let this remind you that you can stand alone, that you can stand tall. For just like Everest, you are a force to be reckoned with. Remember that the bones within your body are strong as granite. You are never broken and you are never weak. When you feel like you couldn't possibly bear the weight of heartbreak, of growth, remember that your foundations are stronger than concrete. You were made to endure. You were made to withstand. Repeat after me. You were made to survive. Every single part of you, every single perceived flaw, and every single aspect of who you are was made with the intention of defying the odds. You were bred from tough celestial pieces of this world, and therefore it will never be able to defeat you. I was just talking about how crying is my thing. I don't know that. We're meant to survive. Every single part of us and our beings and all the things that we've tried so hard to do and all the times that we've fallen, we're meant to survive. We're meant to defy the odds. We're all so beautiful. I know we're just on a floating rock, but what the heck? We're all so beautiful. I just love it. It makes me so happy. So you were meant to survive, and you will never be broken down by this world unless you let it. All right. Another one. This is on page 106. This is your reminder that alone does not mean not good enough. Alone is not a weakness. It is not something to be ashamed of. No, alone is a gift. It is a foundation, a steady ground within yourself that will be there whether or not you sleep beside another human being. Alone is knowledge in yourself and in your hopes. Alone is a ruthless dedication to understanding your heart and fighting for what compels it after years of allowing for it to be loved in halves. Alone is not lonely. Alone is not broken. Alone is an anchoring, a healing, a reminder that the love you find within yourself will be yours forever. A reminder that you have the capacity to be your own home. Yes, 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 yes. Isn't there a saying 2 halves don't make a heart? It's 2 whole people and 2 whole beings. Well, I also read another thing that said you're never going to truly be ready for love. Most of the time when you find your soulmate, it's someone that helps you grow in love. You're never going to be a completely perfect person, but making the steps towards loving yourself and being your own home is important. And I think that all the times that you cry make you stronger. I think being alone and feeling a little lonely sometimes and choosing to stay in on those certain nights or choosing to realize that having a small circle does not mean that you're not cool. I have a very small circle. I was really, really not popular in high school. Like, I'm pretty sure people, I mean, I think people definitely saw me because I was tall and I stood out, but like regarding like being social, did not happen. It didn't happen until I got like really spiritual and hippie in like my junior year, and I was like, why don't we all hang out? Like, whatever, because I didn't care because I wasn't scared anymore. But being alone was one of the best things that ever happened to me. Yep. All right. I also love this one. This one speaks to my heart because this is the crazy expectations that I put on myself. So I hope that you guys like it too. This is on page 108. Some days you are going to wake up and things will feel calm. Your vision will be clear. The world will be yours. You will dance upon the ashes of your past, and your body will ache with an overwhelming feeling of joy. Other days you will have a hard time twisting your scars into lessons. Your bed will seem like the safest place on the entire planet. There are going to be days where your bones feel heavy under the weight of all the love you hold within yourself, and that will be a good thing. You will be thankful for your ability to feel, for your ability to give to another human being a love that is flourishing and alive underneath your skin. Then will come the days where you feel like you have nothing left from within you to give, the days that you remind yourself of how much you had before you lost it all, how your affection was never properly reciprocated. You will wonder if you loved too deeply. You will wonder if you cared too deeply. On either of these days, it's important to remember that you cannot control the randomness of life or any of its fickle flashes. Some mornings you will wake up to a sapphire sky and you will breathe, you will cry. On others you will rejoice, you will laugh with all of the vigor in your body. There are going to be moments in your life that propel you forward. Then there are going to be moments that grab you by the ankles and drag you 3 steps in the opposite direction. Love will build you the most exquisite house made of paper and glass just to blow it down. It will grow you and it will tear you apart in the process. On most days it won't make sense. And that is the point. Life is a mess. Everything about it is a giant hurricane that we will never truly comprehend, that we will never be able to contain. But that is what makes it so stunning. That is what makes it so perfect. As William Lear famously said, it's all a mess. The hair, the bed, the words, the heart, life. It is all a mess, but we cannot deny the fact that it is magic. We cannot deny the fact that it is frustrating and stunning, empty and full, at the exact same time, overflowing with opportunities to feel and grow and swallow the sun whole if we truly wanted to. We must remind ourselves that life is never going to slow down. It's never going to simplify. And we must come to terms with that. For if we search for a routine, the ordinary will kill us before the sadness does. Embrace the joy in life. This is fucking fire. This is amazing. Embrace the entropy in life. You were bred from storms, and that is why you are primarily made of water. You were created from white-hot heat and from atoms that will never stop vibrating and shaking within you. So do not vilify your heart when it quakes. Do not condemn your life when it surges and when it falls. Embrace its pulse and the randomness of it all. Embrace its disorder. Life is a mess, yes, but my God, is it ever a beautiful one? Woohoo! Yes! Again, that's page 108 and 109. That is fantastic. That was like one of the greatest things I think I've ever read. And I just, hopefully I remember to, see, I took them off. Now I gotta go back because I'm gonna need to do my other annotations because right now I have the Post-it sticky notes, but like I need my like tiny ones like this if you guys can see on the YouTube video. But thank you guys so much for being here. I hope you guys have a beautiful Monday. This week is gonna be fun. Wednesday's episode is gonna be really, really fun, and it's December. Like this is like the little final shebang before we head into 2024. Doesn't make any sense. Like oh my God, our server walked up to our table the other day. No, he wasn't a server. I think he was like a busser. He's 17 years old. So he walked up and he was like really, really sweet. He obviously had like a little crush on me. So he was asking me a lot of questions like where I'm from, like what do I like to do, like blah, blah, blah. And I was curious. I was like, how old are you? He said 17. And I was like, oh, well, like I'm a baby too. And then Liv was like, you were 17 6 years ago. No, nuh-uh, nuh-uh, nuh-uh. I was 17 2 days ago. What are you talking about? Nuh-uh, nuh-uh. That's so crazy for me to like think about. I'm like, no, no way, no, no way. Pump the brakes, pump the brakes. But I hope you guys liked this week's episode. Again, just give yourself some huggies and some squeezies. Don't put too much pressure on yourself. You're exactly where you need to be and you're so very loved. Don't ever be mean to yourself or try really, really hard not to be mean to yourself. Okay? I love you. Mwah! Bye.